Welcome to this presentation on Introduction to the Front Page. The aim of this video is to teach you more about the tool and allow you to better understand the front page. I'll just skip over the first two, the menu and the top heading, because it's described in its own video. I'll start with the two top block fields. The first one is the emergency field. This field is only used by the central admin or by the crisis team in Oslo. The mission cannot add items to this field or create items on it. The next field is the information field. It's used to inform the visiting user that we do not have a mission in that country, and you have to contact the mission that is responsible for that country. It was allowed to add local information blocks here by the missions, but after a lot of misuse, that permission has been removed. The next field is the service field. This field is divided into two sections. The left one is services towards the locals, and the right one is for Norwegians. The left field can only hold a maximum of 4 core section pages or core articles. The right section is built up on a top task link list block and can contain 4 links, with the 5th one located at the bottom center of the field. More about these fields in their own video in the blocks section. Next up is the news field. This section is built on the title with 2 functions. It's a title with a link to the pages where you have your news and events, but it's also used to fetch all the core and event pages in that section. They are all displayed underneath the news focus field. The news focus field is a way to add 3 articles independent of their published state. The field presents core or event pages with 3 different views depending on the amount of articles in the field. The focus field is a manual field, but the news list beneath is not. And if a page is in the list on the front page and then is added to the focus field, it is removed from the automatic news list. The last section is the View All button, and it's linked with the News and Events or Added Section Page button at the top title field. Next up is the Social Media belt. It's a small block field, and it can contain 4 social media blocks and 1 link to a page where more social media can be presented. Very few missions have more than 4 social media accounts, so if this field is not filled in with a page, even though it has a text, it could be blank, and when published it will just say view all our social media services, but when you click it, it's empty and it will not be displayed as a text when previewing the content. Next up is the values and priorities field or theme field. This field is divided into 2 fields with the same presentation setup. The field can contain 2 page types. One is the theme page and the other is the core article, and they all present the same way. And like the focus field for news, they also scale when you remove or when you add content to them. The maximum per field is 3, and if you add more than 3 articles, it does the same in every section. It gives you an error message, says too many items in this section. Maximum is 3. And there we go. And last but not least is the footer field. The footer field contains a title and 2 text fields and a block field. The left one should contain the contact information for the mission. The center one should contain all visa and information secondary to the mission. Opening hours of the visa section, consulate generals, honorary missions, etc. And the right one should contain and can only contain 2 block types. The social media block type and the newsletter subscription field. That's a fast and short introduction to how the front page works. There are some restrictions here as well, and there's also work to be done to the menu and how to edit the title on it, but that's for another video.